Can I still call you a good friend if we're good friends and then I haven't seen you in a minute?
I think me and you were like, because they always say like when you do comedy, right? It's like you have a. I heard somebody refer to people that came up around the same time this is your class, like almost like we're at school, right?
Yeah.
Their class of comedy. So we came up in the same class, right? Like
we were hitting the same open mics
together, fucking seeing each other all the time. Like,
booking each other to our shitty fucking shows.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah, dude, that shit was fun.
But yeah, I've known you for many years, and this is something that I told my brother the other day. I said, it's funny how he found success in his own lane. But we all started doing stand-up, and something that Jay Leno had said was, look, everybody makes it as long as you stick with it. Like some way or another, you find your lane. You some people become producers, some become writers. Some really, exceed in stand-up, and some, but they're somehow involved in the business because they never let go of stand-up. So I know it was a great vehicle for you. Like, let me introduce him a little bit. Eric Lopez is now as a voiceover actor, what do you call it?
Yeah, I guess voice actor.
Just voice actor. Yeah. Now, tell them some of the credits that you've had already.
So I've been in Spectacular Spider-Man, Young Justice. This is all shows of people's probably kids that are like now like graduated and probably adults now, young adults that watched when they were growing up. Like Young Justice. I played Blue Beetle.
Blue Beetle in the series?
In the series,
Oh, wow, okay.
Yeah, so I got a lot of fans from that one. A lot of
Latinos.
Kids,
baby, like, the Blue Beetle. I was about to bring it up, too, but okay.
So that was a big one for me, and then I've done a lot of like little small video game stuff, and then I just got, not too long ago during the pandemic years, is when I got to play, I'm starting to play the new BumbleBee man on The Simpsons. Yeah. And because I guess Hank Azaria didn't want to do it anymore because of all the controversy. Yeah.
Really?
Well, yeah, a lot of like Simpsons people are kind of dropping their ethnic characters because it's like all white cast pretty much.
So who was playing the BumbleBee before?
It was Hank Azaria.
Hank Azaria?
Yeah.
And he
did Apu. He did all these characters, right? Mm-hmm. And like he dropped all that. She's like, I don't want any of that
because of the cancel culture.
Yeah, he's like, I don't want. He's like, people are getting offended. He's like, I don't want to hurt anybody. I mean, I don't know his exact. I don't want to speak for him.
And you showed up. I don't give a shit. I'll do it.
Well, yeah, because the thing is funny is like, I don't know if people thought his performance was offensive because he's just. It was like, ay, Dios mío, ay, naranjas en la cabeza. It's just like it's like super like fucking like kind of stereotypical.
Yeah.
So and then when I auditioned for it, they had me do that. They had me just match him. So I'd be like, it's just like, but it's just, it's just like, I was like, fuck it, man. I'll do it. Cause I've done background Walla, like things called Walla, like where you just do background stuff, like for that they sprinkle in the back to make it sound like realistic or in the back of a scene or whatever. And so I was doing that for The Simpsons through my agency. And they're like, they saw my name. They're like, oh, we'll just book Eric. We know Eric already. We know
and he's Mexican. It's not like they're gonna come after him.
Yeah, exactly, right. Yeah,
exactly.
Well, one person
he's doing himself.
One guy did in the comments. Someone's like, well, they hire somebody who has a parent from Mexico. Why don't they hire someone from Mexico? I'm like, easy.
What the fuck? What do you want, bro?
What do you want, dude? It's like, can't we just cheer for each other?
You know why? Because he didn't get the job.
Yeah,
that's what it is. Do you think Guillermo gives a shit? Does you think he knows he's the Mexican sidekick?
Oh yeah.
Do you think he
that motherfucker's rich?
Of course. You think he gives a
and he
shit?
plays it up too. Because I've heard him speak to people like he's like way more fucking like articulate and shit.
Hi, I don't know if you've been working with the Bitcoin.
Yeah. But then when he's on, he's like, yes, Jimmy. Jimmy, it's crazy, Jimmy. But then when he's out, he's like, oh, hey, what's going on, man? Let me get the... Yeah, no. But it's like, so I did that. And then, I've done a ton of stuff. Big one that I did was a Netflix type. It's still up there. It's still on as Supergiant Robot Brothers. Okay. I was like the main character in that one. And like this big red robot.
So what is okay, so and sorry to that, no, because now you know why he's in this chair. You understand why he's in this chair because this is what he does. And for me, it's blowing my mind because we met each other when we were nobodies. Yeah. I was working at the Pacific Design Center on Melrose or in Hollywood. Just literally doing AutoCAD drawings. What were you doing? I know you and Randy were living together at a time.
No, we were never living together. No.
Where were you living?
I was living. So when I first moved here, I first moved to LA in 2001.
Yes, that's when I started
fucking
comedy.
right after fucking 9/11, dude.
Me too.
9/11 happened.
Let me ask you a question. What were you doing? Like you just said, fuck it, I'm leaving Arizona. I'm gonna go to Hollywood.
Yeah, well, I always wanted to fucking, I always wanted to be in entertainment, dude. Like as I used to do drama in junior high.
Okay.
And then I did like early drama in high school, and then I should just stuck with it, dude. I don't know why the fuck I got out of that shit. I tried to go be an athlete, play football. I'm not a fucking athlete, dude. I'm like 5'5" on a good day, 5'6". Fucking
linebacker. That's what I played.
And I had to play line because I was fat and shit. So I had to play line. I put his fat ass on the line, and then so like I played line and I was slow as shit because I was little, I was short. My coach thought, we'll put him at guard. He could be a pulling guard and shit. My dad was a guard growing up, but he was fucking badass. You know, he was an athlete. And
listen, Rudy, don't give yourself fucking too much, less credit, bro. You can do it, bro.
So they had me as a pulling guard, and I could never keep up with the running back. So the running back would reach the edge before I get there. They'd get his ass because I wasn't there to block. I was too slow. So I should have stuck with theater anyways, and that would have helped. Because
but you were working here in LA when you came. How did you make money, bro?
Oh, dude, yeah, it was. That's what I was telling my girlfriend. I was like, I feel bad for up and comers now, dude. Like, because you could do it back then. Like, you could fucking come here with. I saved up $3,000. Like, I was working at that warehouse I told you in Mesa, and they paid pretty well. You know, I put in some extra hours, and I was just saving up. And I was living at my brother's house in Mesa, and so we were. My mom was cool with us. It was her house, so she's like, "You guys can just pay the fucking utilities and buy groceries. You know, just take care of yourselves, and you don't got to pay rent." So we had a little space to save money. So I saved up about $3,500, $4,000, and then I moved out here with that. So I found this this lady. Back then, you couldn't just go like look at listings. The fucking internet was like in its infancy.
No, you had to like the newspaper, and then you not.
And the newspaper wasn't doing shit either. You remember? So in LA, in Hollywood back then, they were doing it. There was this thing called West Side Rentals.
Yes. And
you pay like $45, and you get all these listings.
Yeah.
And the cool thing about that one was it wasn't just apartments. It was like people renting out a fucking cuartito, you know. Yeah. And that's what happened. Like I found this lady. It was renting out this little cuartito, but the cool thing was that it had like its own entrance and it had its own bathroom. Oh, so she had this nice big Spanish style house right there on Crescent Heights in Hollywood, and she split it up. Like she boxed off this room, the one where I was at, and then she turned her garage into like a studio, and then there's the front where she boxed that off too.
Yeah.
And like so two people connected to the actual house had their own entrance, their own restrooms. No sinks. Like I didn't have a kitchen, but I had a kitchen area, I had a kitchen sink.
You didn't cook. Why the hell did you need a kitchen?
Oh fuck, I cooked, dude. I mean, that's how you survive. That's another thing. I'm breaking down. Okay, so I got there, $650, everything all in. That's not bad, right?
That's a great month.
You make one fucking check. You can pay your rent, and your second check you probably pay. You don't pay your utilities.
Gas,
and gas was cheap back then. Yeah. And then and for food, I would go to there was a fucking 99-cent store down the street, dude. I got bread, eggs, milk, fucking cereal, tortillas, papas for like $6-7, dude.
Yeah.
So for $7, I could feed myself for the week. I could at least eat like a big breakfast with papas, huevos, fucking tortilla, toast, whatever, and then just eat lunch I always had to. I got a job at the fucking Beverly Center right there.
When did you pivot from comedy to voiceover?
Dude, you don't remember? Dude, it was you. You fucking put me on my path. You and Randy. That's what I was telling my girlfriend. I was like, dude, I feel like this guy, I got him to thank him and like Randy and Jason. Because, okay, you remember we were at the Improv one night, and I don't know if it might have been one of your Refried Fridays.
Yeah.
And you were talking, Randy, you and Randy were just talking. He's like, "Hey man, what's up? What you got going on?" You're like, "Oh, I'm doing this thing with LATV with the homies."
The Homies Hip Hop Show.
The Homies Hip Hop Show.
Yeah.
And you were producer on it, right?
Yeah. I was one of the producers, writers of it, but they wanted more voices, and I was like, "Dude, I'm already writing and producing this shit. I don't want to keep doing the voices because it was so low budget."
Yeah. And then Randy's like, "Dude, why don't you fucking hit up Eric? Dude does all kinds of voices.
Yeah.
Fucking do a shitload." And he's like, "Oh yeah." And so you told me to come down to the offices,
to the studios,
and meet everybody, meet Rick and all them, all the producers and the writers. And I went down there and I met up with all you guys, and I did like a little audition for everybody in there. And then they fucking hired me on there. Then they had me doing tons of like voices. Like I did a whole script all by myself. Yeah, we just like cut it up, so that we could,
they used you and abused you at the home. You're every single voice.
They used me up, but it was good like training for the actual stuff, because nothing was ever been that hard. I've never had to do a whole script by myself, and like that, knock it out in one sitting like that. And then I remember James Dozer. Shout out to James Dozer.
Dozer was dope.
Dude, Dozer is cool as shit. That guy was like, dude, you're really good, man. He's like, you should, he's like, you ever think about taking a workshop though? He's like, you're still a little raw, a little rough. I'm like, no, I was like, dude, I got no money for a fucking workshop. I was like, I'm fucking here doing all these voices and shit for $200 for a week and shit. Like, I ain't got no money for that shit. And so he's like, dude, he's all right. He's like, I'll tell you what. He's like, I'm gonna fucking pay your way into this workshop with this lady that I used to do engineer for. He's like, and he's like, and I was like, I can't pay you. He's like, no, I was like, don't worry about it. I was like, you just if I need some voiceover, just throw me a couple free sessions. I'm like, all right, dude, deal. So he gets me in this workshop with this lady named Lori Tritel, who's since passed, rest in peace, Lori. But she was really, really sweet lady, really, really good. And then had a really cool like setup the way she would do it. Like you go into this workshop and she would have you read animation scripts, video games and commercials and just everything. And she would have you in front of the mic at least three times a night. And then they would take your reads. They're like real auditions, right? And then they would cut them up, clean them up, and they put them on the website. And you could take them and use them for a demo. So it was almost like you were getting like multiple things out of this workshop. And one night, I guess her agent came in to audit this lady named Kathy Lizio. She's with CSD. And she was auditing, and she fucking picked me and this other guy out. And she's like, I want these guys to come in to audition at the office and for representation. And they fucking signed me off that. So it's just that little path. I'm saying, like, you put me on that little path to get me in there, man. Because otherwise, I wouldn't have known what the fuck to do. I always wanted to do voiceover because I heard Pablo Francisco was doing it. And I'm like, dude, it's such a, back then, before the internet, there was such a secretive thing. Like, nobody knew how or where to get in.
Well, there were gatekeepers. Yeah. There were people that, even if I knew, why would I need you to shine? I'm going to go do it myself. Yeah. So that's why it was so hard to ever break it. Now, you don't.
The internet, people do classes.
You can just grab your camera and nobody can stop you from posting. Because talent is talent. You're going to see it. Yeah. But why you, man? Out of everybody else, why you? Because there was a million kids from Arizona, a million kids from around the United States that come to Hollywood. Is it because you met a Richard Villa and everybody, if you're lucky enough, you meet a Richard Villa, you get in?
Oh, no,
what do you think it is? You think it was that?
What they say, luck is talent versus it's talent, preparedness, meeting the moment, right? Is that what it is? They said luck is. So yeah, I think it was just fuck. Dude, I mean, I've been doing this. If you really break it down, I guess I've been doing this my whole life. I mean, at school, I'm doing characters. I'm making fun of the teachers. I'm doing impressions of other kids. I'm doing goofy shit, cracking jokes. So like, it's been doing it my whole life. So once you get into it, then you just find the structure and you fit it into the.
So you knew if it felt like a fish just jumping into water, back into water, like, oh, this is home. I feel good.
Yeah,
did it feel more comfortable than stand up?
No, actually, not at first. Now it does.
What was the hardest thing about starting a voiceover? Because if I'm a guy listening to this, I want to get started. What were the biggest obstacles that you faced?
I think the biggest obstacle is taking the direction. That's why anybody asks, like, oh, how do I get into voiceover? I can do character voices. Like, yeah, that's cool. Your talent, you have the raw talent, but you got to know how to take direction.
Direction, like what?
Like when someone, like, so you're say you're like in a session, and the director's like, hey, so it's just acting. It's the acting part of it. The acting. So I always tell people take an acting class, because then you'll be familiar with everything a director throws at you. Like they'll say something like, we want this character's emotion is kind of like he's like they'll throw things at you like he's nervous, but he's he's trying to hide it. Like, it's layers of nuance.
They'll set up the scene for you, basically. They'll give you a visual of what they're looking for.
Yeah, and you got to convey all this shit with just your voice. Where if you're on camera, you can do it with your eyes. You can do it with your slouching. You just body.
So does it help if you, as you're reading?
Yeah, you definitely. In front of the mic, they say to stay on mic, but to do all the things that you're supposed to be doing in the scene. Like if I'm doing a video game, I'm dying. They say like, oh, you're getting gut punched. Then
Now, does it become that you're such a pro that you don't even move anymore? You can do it.
No, I still got to get really into it.
Are there guys that are just such pros that can?
Oh yeah, dude. There's people that are like, I don't know. They one take. Like I heard that guy Don LaFontaine, the guy who used to do the movie voice. That fucker, dude. I heard that he used to just come in, do one take. He's like, you get one take, and you do his thing, blah 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 blah, blah. And then fucking there, I was like, all right, give my money, and they're give my contract, I'm out, and he would just take off.
Why do you think voiceover doesn't get the same respect as acting?
I just got maybe because they think that you're not you don't got to do any. Like physical makeup, yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Because it's still acting. You just said it. The director's giving me, and as a director in a movie scene, he tells me what the scene is. So he wants me to portray that. Now I have all these other tools to do it.
Yeah.
Right. But as a voiceover actor, you're still delivering the story.
Yeah.
Except you're not doing it.
Dude, a good show to watch right now with a great voice acting is fucking Invincible. You watching that? You watch that show?
Invincible.
It's on. It's a superhero show, but it's dark. It's like dark, like really violent.
I'm gonna watch it now.
Yeah, it's good. It's got the guy from Walking Dead.
Okay.
Steven Yeun, is that his name? Steven Yeun.
Okay.
But it's got a bunch of celebrities in it. I got some buddies in that show, and dude, it's just the acting in that is like it's got that, and they shoot it. They shoot it. I say shoot it because it looks like it's shot. They take these like angles that you would see in live action, and like I guess they take a lot of like anime style angles to where it just really draws you in. It's really like heavy, man. Like he fights with his dad. His dad's a superhero, but he's like he's almost like a double agent, and he's trying to take over.
Is there a world where like is it Comic-Con for you? Like what is like for you guys? Like the Mothership, for example. Like is there a community of voiceover actors and then you guys praise each other? Does that exist?
Apparently there's freaking awards.
Yes.
Yeah, there's like awards for voiceover. But I don't know. I've
never been invited?
No, I heard that like you kind of like nominate you like get someone to nominate you and you got like you pay. I don't know if that's true.
Wink.
Yeah, like I have no idea. I don't expect to win one if that's the case because I'm not wasting any money on that shit. To me, the paycheck to being on the fucking project is like the goal. Is like the award itself.
How is that paid, by the way? How is the?
It can be good. It's getting shittier now because because I think that it's just like with the threat of AI, I think, and just studios trying to cheapen out. There's still jobs like I just did a session for Final Fantasy, one of the Final Fantasy. I did that a while. It was a while ago. This thing I did for Final Fantasy, and they pay pretty well. It was all just NPC characters in the background or interacting, and that thing paid like 19 for a couple hours. Yeah, so like,
wow,
1900. So yeah,
that's not bad.
Yeah, and like the Simpsons sessions. Like the ones where I go in, I'm doing BumbleBee Man stuff. It's $2,000.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's $2,000 a session, and sometimes it's like 3 lines, man.
3 lines. You got your $2,000. Go home.
Yeah, and like that's how it can be really good sometimes because like if like you're doing animation and like they need a pickup line or like it's just something small, you get your full rate when you go in for that.
Okay, when I spoke to you in the beginning, I told you, hey, the fact that you go on stage and it feels like a drug, you get that applause. I'm telling you, I'm still riding the high of last night. Your gratification and the congratulations doesn't come till like a year later when they finish editing it and animating it.
And then you can post it. And
oh
shit,
Oh shit, Blue.
Like I just posted. I worked on the new Super Mario Brothers movie.
Yes, I saw that. That's what I was like. Liked it. I was like, I should interview this guy. I haven't talked to him in a minute.
Yeah, that one in Hoppers, and then we did that like a year and a half, 2 years ago, maybe a year and a half.
And so now, what is it like to do the voice? Like, first of all, what voices were you doing on the Super Mario Brothers?
Those ones were just like ancillary like characters. Like
what does that mean?
Like little side guys. My
Like
voice made it into the second trailer. Funny enough, like when I don't know if you've seen it, but there's like the Mario Brothers like they're in like the desert and like go on these like freaking motorcycles or some shit, and then they pull up and there's these like little sugar skull. Little sombrero wearing like sugar skull characters, and the first one's like, "Oh, you're here." That was me. That was my voice. Okay. So a bunch of like little guys like that all throughout the movie. Like I did like there's like this scene with like a bunch of bumblebees. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it, but I know that from recording it. There's with a bunch of bumblebees and stuff, and I'm like the bumblebee general, and he's like, "Hey, come on, let's go, guys!" So
why didn't the other people just do that one? If it's 2 or 3 lines, why don't they just add it to the actors that are already doing the other?
Dude, those guys are like, you mean like the main guys, like Chris Pratt and all that?
Yeah.
Dude, because they're
going to charge an arm and a leg.
They have their rates. Yeah, their special rates.
And he's not going. He's going. I'm not doing that Mexican voice.
Yeah, he's like, I'm not going to do all these little characters. And it's a little daunting and grueling sometimes. Like that was a rough session because I'm doing. You got to keep in mind like try to keep all your characters different. So you're got cataloging in your mind like, okay, did I already do this like tone and this, register for that? I did that for that character. I shouldn't do it for this one. And then, so you're going to do something that sounds similar, but as long as they're not in the same scene, I guess it's okay. So you got to keep, you just got to like on the spot, like they'll give you a picture, like, okay, you just look at it and you're like.
Have you ever had a situation where you're working with a celebrity and that fucker can read?
Dude, yeah. Funny enough. What's funny is like, I think it's because they're so used to on camera that they're trying to do on camera acting. But like when you're doing voiceover animation, it's just like unless it's super grounded and they want it kind of like just nuance. It's gonna be ticked up a couple notches, in the energy and so yeah. I've had a few times where I've seen actors that are like just couldn't like really translate. But it was nothing embarrassing or anything. But like, yeah, like I worked with some on-camera actors where like, yeah, they don't know, like they're kind of confused.
Is there groupies? Is there like a fan club? Like how actors have fan clubs and
there's. I mean, for the big like, see, I'm not like superstar status or nothing. Like I've done some characters that like people know and they love them and stuff, but like I'm not like there's voice actors that like I think the video game community, like those motherfuckers who do video games and shit, dude, their fans are nuts. Those fans are like they're hardcore.
And then why can't you just do those? Like what's stopping you from doing them?
It's the agency. They send you what they send you and you book what you book and you find almost like you fit in somewhere. Like you like me, it's right now. It's just anything animation, character driven. Because I've done a bunch of video games, but then like everything's like mocap now. They shoot those like movies. They're on a sound like a big sound stage, and they're all like they're in like a tight suit with these balls all over, like these trackers, and they got these like dummy guns with trackers and markers on them, and they're doing live action acting, and then they just layer everything on top of them. So it's live action acting, and I had a callback for one time, and it just you got to memorize your shit. Like I'm so conditioned to have the page right in front of me, and I'm reading the shit. So like now like trying to like memorize stuff. So on my callback, I fucked it up because I forgot my lines. It was like so I was like shit. I almost got one of these mocap roles.
Yeah,
so
but we live in a technology now where you can have classes where it'll give you your lines here. And
before that, I guess.
That's really crazy.
Yeah. Well, shit, I heard this one actor I was in a session with was telling me it was years ago that said that he did a movie with Stallone. Stallone had a piece in, and like they were feeding him his lines and shit.
Yeah.
Like that's crazy.
Yeah, they're lazy as fuck. They don't want to.
I know. But the fact that they could just give you the line and then he just comes out. I guess he's just like, he's always Stallone, right?
Yeah.
And just says it and then it comes out, gold, I guess.
He's like, what the fuck's going on? You've probably seen out.
He's just always Rocky, huh?
Question, do you get royalties on any of this stuff?
Oh, yeah, dude. That's the best part. Dude, I've been living off royalties. It's been slow. This year has been slow as shit. These last couple of years. I told you, so my hottest years so far.
Doesn't that ruin you, though, as a person? Like, the fact that if I'm living comfortable, I'm not moving.
No, I mean, it's just like, because you don't know it's coming. That's another thing. You don't know it's coming, dude.
So it's like a surprise every time you go to the mailbox.
I like that. I kind of just like do that.
Yeah.
But like, there's an app now, SAG app, and you can look. It's a residual tracker, so you can see what's coming or what's in process. And so like lately, I've been like, oh, fuck, dude, is there anything coming? Oh, thank God, there's a fucking 500.
You're the guy making the cup of noodle, and then your bank balance is 32,000. Fuck this shit.
Hey, let's go get a steak. So fucking. But no, the royalties are good, man. When they're good.
Because Jeff Garcia, he did voiceover, he did Barnyard, he did a bunch of those, and he was living off those.
Yeah, we were at the same agency.
You were in the same agency?
Yeah, we were at the same agency. Yeah.
Oh, did you guys get along? Did you guys talk to each other?
Me and Jeff were cool shit. Fuck, I already passed, huh?
Yeah, he passed away,
dude,
bro.
what the fuck?
He was very young.
He was so young. That's what fucking fucked me up, dude.
Yeah, I was like, jeez.
When I fucking saw that shit, I was like, dude, what?
And man, I love that guy, but
dude, he was cool as shit, man. He was one of the guys that like took, he was like, hey, bro, you wanna go fucking do some work? I'm like, yeah, let's go. And we just go drop in places, and he'd give me a little time here and there.
No, but in Nickelodeon, you guys never worked together?
No, I never worked with him. He was on Jimmy Neutron for the longest time, and that was way before I even got into it. Yeah, and then it was on. Like, I think when I first got into voiceover, I think he was still doing. Some
and now like a Jimmy Neutron show pay that much money?
Dude, that was a hit show, man. That's the thing. The older dudes that were in during the freaking like the heyday, those motherfuckers made money, dude. Like now, it's just not as much because there's so many like everything's. For some reason, streaming doesn't pay as much in residuals, but like that shit was airing on TV with commercial ads and all that stuff, all the ad revenue. I think that's how they pay you. That's a cut of that.
Yeah. I better get back into comedy, bro.
Dude, I want to. I got that pull, dude. You know that pull? Like I feel it. I'm like I've never stopped writing. I still write. I got stacks of fucking like notebooks of just premises and jokes and stuff. And I mean, and I feel like I'm more comfortable in who I am now. Like back then, when we were younger, I was just trying to be cool and shit.
You were doing jokes about black crows and
it was funny enough. It was about animation, racist cartoons.
By the way, is it true that there's a certain color for animated characters that you give them when they're black? Like the green character is always black.
I wonder. I don't know.
You never heard that?
I never heard that.
No?
I mean, I would imagine.
Look it up. There's a whole conspiracy tinfoil hat theory that, every like any animated series with the like green character or the purple character, that's a black character automatically.
I think I made that deduction on my own too. One time I was like, that's got to be like that. I guess it's whatever voice they give him, right?
Yeah, but I mean, they give him that voice, like the green one. What do you want him to sound like? A little more urban.
Oh yeah, you know urban. That's the word.
That's the word. Urban.
Urban. Yeah.
You know what I mean? A little more ethnic. Latino.
Yeah.
More
right.
Mexican.
A little spicy.
A little spicy. Just a little spicy. Is that the direction? You ever gotten shitty directions from directors?
No, like I've heard like more. It's more gritty, more street.
More what?
More street.
More.
I was like, you want like more hood? You want like. Fucking like a cholo, huh? He's like, yes, cholo. You said it.
I love that. You said it. You said it.
You said it, not me. Yeah. No, but I would imagine, dude. Yeah, I guess all those the pink and tans are all white people and yellows and pinks and all the light, and then all the darker ones maybe are like.
Now, do they do it on purpose? Like, if I'm somebody creating a character and it's a Latino character, do they on purpose go, no, it has to be a Latino voiceover actor?
They are now. They weren't before.
They were before.
Well, that's when it's funny. That's why my voice demo is dated, because I made it back when you could play anything, which was really cool. I mean, I guess it's better that they're doing that now, because it gives because when they start doing that's when I started getting more work. Yeah. Because there was white guys playing.
Coco, you must have killed it.
There was white guys playing black dudes and shit. So on my demo, I'm like doing like an Asian voice,
but a white guy doing a black man, that does look racist, bro.
It does. Well, especially just If you know, like my thing is like people are like, oh, you can't do those voices, you can't do those character voices anymore. I'm like, you know what? No, that's not true. I think if a person can do it well, if you sound like close your eyes and you hear a black guy, then fuck it. All right, you can do it, dude. Mm-hmm. But if you're just doing like a racist kind of like stereotype sort of voice, and you're just kind of playing it up, then like, no, you fucking can't do that, dude. You know what I mean?
What about Brewski or what's his name?
Who?
Drewski?
Oh, Drewski?
Drewski. What do you think of what he did?
Fuck, I like it, man.
You like it?
I like what he did,
Would you do something like that?
Dude, I would. I don't know if I catch all that heat from it, though. He does it for that, though. That's
no, he does. He is.
When he did that fucking redneck, dude.
Yeah.
Dude, that fucking paint.
Yeah.
He had the different tones and the he killed that shit. He sounded, he's like, come on, get on over here. Like, that motherfucker knows that dude he's playing. He knew.
Oh, absolutely.
He knows that guy.
Would you ever do a character like that? Who would you do? Who would you do?
I would do it for fun, yeah.
But who would you do? What celebrity would you want to make fun of?
Shit, man. I don't know, man. I guess lately I've been really into the whole politics shit. I've been watching a lot of politics. So I probably have to be someone like fucking in politics, like Trump or one of those motherfuckers.
Can you do a good Trump?
I've been told I do a pretty good Trump.
Really?
But it's because it's changed. I couldn't do it when he was younger, like when he was fresh and he was out there. And he was doing his whole thing, right? And then, but now he's a little more tired. You know, it's like, you know, well, we gotta take the oil. We're gonna take the oil, and we're gonna go over there. And, we're gonna rape the women. We're gonna take the oil. I don't know, man. Like, fucking.
That's Donald. Oh shit.
Yeah, that guy's a fucking.
God,
I don't want alienating you on it.
No. Trust me. Nobody gives a shit. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, fuck that.
My wheels are turning. Okay. My wheels are turning because I'm thinking, I shave that beard and put on a big production, and we make you Donald Trump, and I want you to release a message in Spanish.
Yeah. We did a bit like that. There were, do you know, shit, I'm trying to think of it. They were trying to revive Make Me Laugh.
Okay.
And we did a live version of it. And they had me come out as Donald Trump's illegitimate half Mexican son.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, what do we call him? Ronaldo Trump. And I came out there and I had like a brown wig on, and I was doing the voice, and I had a suit, and I was stuck. And it's funny, we did like a live show for the producers of like CBS or something, and it never got picked up, of course, but it was fun to do. Like KP. Is it KP Anderson? Do you know KP? Yeah, KP was doing it. He was
awesome. So when are you gonna jump? Let's wrap this up. When are you gonna jump back on stand up, bro?
That's the thing. Like, I need a path. Like, what do you suggest for someone that's done it before and knows what they're doing when they're up there, like, right? And wants to get back in, but doesn't want to fucking like come in with the fucking no nothings, you know?
Well, we'll talk after this show. But if you want to do it, I'll help you. I'll help you get back on board. Get back into it. But I think you're funny, bro. I think you're very funny. I think the fact that you have all these characters, all these voices, and you're right. I think AI is gonna dominate that market. So the only thing that AI can't take is be on stage.
Yeah, right.
Like, it's true. If we're so bombarded with artificial shit, we can't wait to go get organic.
Did you see the AI stand up though?
No.
There was an AI generated comedian with jokes and stuff, and like the shit looked real, and a couple jokes were funny. I was like, motherfuckers. But that's only, it's never going to take away.
Once again, bro, you want organic, you got to buy a ticket.
Exactly.
Because you know what AI is going to do, because he's going to say it exactly the same way he did it yesterday.
Exactly, yeah.
But that guy on stage, nobody controls that.
That's true, yeah.
So I think that's where it's going to be at. All right, buddy. Well, great fucking seeing you, bro. Great catching up, man. And good luck on everything, man.
Dude, thanks, man. You too, man. You're killing it with all you're doing. You're the super producer.
No, thank you, bro. Thank you for coming to the podcast, man. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having me, man. That's cool.